Good day. Kindly follow me on my Facebook page and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you. In this video for grade 10 mathematics, we will talk about the sequence. So what is a sequence? Sequence is a set of numbers written in a specific order. For example, a sub 1, a sub 2, a sub 3, a sub 4, a sub 5, a sub 6, and so on up to a sub n, wherein n stands for the number of terms. The number a sub 1 is called the first term, a sub 2 is the second term, and in general, a sub n is the nth term. So there are two types of sequence. First is the finite sequence and second is the infinite sequence. So dito muna tayo mag-focus sa finite sequence. Kapag sinabing finite sequence, it is a sequence with last term or sequence na may dulo or katapusan. So for example, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13. So kung mapapansin nyo, ang last term niya is 13, so ito ay kabilang sa finite sequence. Another example is 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. And another example is 12, 15, 17, 19, 21, up to 27 na kung saan ang 27, iyon yung last term. Next is the infinite sequence. Kapag naman sinabing infinite sequence, it is a sequence without last term or sequence na walang katapusan or walang last term. For example is 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, and so on. So kung mapapansin nyo, merong tatlong tuldok or 3 dots sa tabi ng 11. So ibig sabihin, ang sequence na ito ay walang katapusan. Another example of infinite sequence is 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, and so on. And 1, negative 1, 1, negative 1, and so on. So let us now proceed on the examples. Find the next term of the sequence 19, 24, 29, 34, and so on. So ano nga ba yung number or term na kasunod ng 34? So for our solution, we have to observe the pattern of the sequence and observe the interval of each term. Paano nga ba naging 24 ang kasunod ng 19? At paano naging 29 ang kasunod ng 24? Ganon din ang 34, bakit siya sumunod sa 29? So kung mapapansin nyo, to get the next term of the pattern, add 5 to the previous number. So dito, kaya natin na-obtain o nakuha yung 24 is nag-add tayo ng 5 sa 19. So 19 plus 5 is 24. And then 24 plus 5 is 29. 29 plus 5 is 34. So kung ang interval nila is palaging nag-a-add ng 5, so therefore we have to add 5 sa 34. So the next term is 39 because 34 plus 5 is 39. Another example, what is the next term of the sequence 6, 12, 24, 48, and so on? So ano nga ba yung kasunod ng 48? So for the solution, for this example, 6 is multiplied by 2 to get 12. 12 is multiplied by 2 to get 24. And 24 is also multiplied by 2 to get 48. So kung mapapansin nyo, palagi pong minumultiply sa 2. So for us to get the next term, or yung kasunod ng 48, we have to multiply 48 sa 2. Therefore, the next term is 96 because 48 times 2 is 96. Next example, what are the next three terms of the sequence negative 7, negative 9, negative 11, negative 13, and so on? So, dun sa una nating dalawang examples, ang hinanap lang natin ay yung isa na kasunod na term. So, dito ang hahanapin natin ay yung tatlong terms na kasunod ng negative 13. So, for our solution, to get the next terms of the pattern, add negative 2 or subtract 2 to the previous number. So, mas applicable ang mag-a-add tayo ng negative 2 since hindi under ng subtraction or sorry, hindi under ng sequence ang pagsusubtract or the operation which is subtraction. So, dito tayo sa addition or adding negative 2. So, kaya nakuha natin yung negative 9 is negative 7 plus negative 2 is negative 9. Negative 9 plus negative 2 is negative 11. Negative 11 plus negative 2 is negative 13. So, kailangan natin kuhanin ang next 3 terms. So, therefore, the next 3 terms are negative 15, negative 17, and negative 19. So, yung negative 13, nag-add tayo ng negative 2, kaya naging negative 15. And then negative 15 plus negative 2 is negative 17. And negative 17 plus negative 2 is negative 19. Okay, another example, what are the next 3 terms of the sequence 1, 4, 9, 16, 25? So, ano nga ba yung napapansin natin sa ating given sequence? Okay, so for our solution, to get the next terms of the pattern, find the perfect squares of 6, 7, and 8 by multiplying each number by itself. So kung mapapansin nyo, kapag minultiply natin ang 1 sa sarili niya, that is equal to 1. So 1 times 1 is 1, and then followed by 2 times 2 is 4, 3 times 3 is 9, 4 times 4 is 16, and 5 times 5 is 25. So, ang kasunod ng 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is 6, 7, 8 since tatlong terms ang kailangan nating hanapin. So, imumultiply natin ang 6 sa sarili niya, ganun din ang 7 at 8. 6 times 6, 7 times 7, and 8 times 8. So, therefore, the next 3 terms are 36, 49, and 64 because 6 times 6 is 36. 7 times 7 is 49, and 8 times 8 is 64. Next example, find the first 4 terms of the given rule, a sub n is equal to 3n minus 2. So kung mapapansin nyo, meron tayong given formula dito or meron tayong given variable which is n, and then walang nakalagay na given sequence. So ang gagawin natin para mahanap natin yung first 4 terms is we have to substitute the numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4 doon sa variable n. So let us now proceed on the solution. So first is the number 1. So therefore, yung n is papalitan natin ng 1, kaya magiging a sub 1 is equal to 3 times 1 minus 2. Kapag magkatabi ang constant at ang variable, the operation is multiplication. So hindi natin kailangan maglagay ng x dito bilang symbol ng multiplication dahil magiging considered variable yung x. So gamitin natin yung open and close parentheses. Okay, and then proceed tayo sa rule ng PEMDAS or MDAS na kung saan mauuna dapat tayong mag-multiply bago mag-subtract. So, let us multiply 3 times 1 is 3 minus 2. So, the value of a sub 1 or the first term is 1. Next, a sub 2 is equal to 3 times 2 minus 2. Again, dito na tayo sa second term. So, gamitin natin yung number 2. I-substitute sa letter n. And then multiply, MDAS pa rin, multiplication bago ang subtraction. So 3 times 2 is 6 minus 2. So the value of a sub 2 is 4. Next is a sub 3 or the third term. 3 times 3 minus 2 and then multiply first. 3 times 3 is 9 minus 2 is 7 which is the value of a sub 3. And the last is the fourth term. So a sub 4 is equal to 3 times 4 minus 2. 3 times 4 is 12, minus 2, the fourth term or a sub 4 is equal to 10. Let's have another example. Find the first 4 terms of the given rule a sub n equals 8 minus 2n. Okay, so ganun pa rin yung gagawin natin. Isa-substitute natin yung first 4 terms which are the numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4 doon sa variable n ng ating given rule. Okay, so proceed tayo sa first term. So, a sub 1 is equal to 8 minus 2 times 1. Again, kapag magkatabi ang constant at variable or number at letter, that is multiplication. So, i-multiply muna natin ang 2 at 1 bago natin ima-minus sa 8. So, i-bring down lang natin yung 8 minus. So, magiging 8 minus, and then 2 times 1 is 2. And then the value of a sub 1 is 6. Next is the second term, a sub 2 is equal to 8 minus 2 times 2. And then i-multiply natin, 2 times 2 is 4. So subtract naman, therefore the value of a sub 2 is 4. A sub 3 equals 8 minus 2 times 3. I-multiply muna ang 2 at 3. So magiging 8 minus 6. So the value of a sub 3 is 2. And the last is the fourth term. A sub 4 is equal to 8 minus 2 times 4. So 2 times 4 is 8. Therefore, the value of the fourth term or a sub 4 is 0. Okay, so let us now summarize what we have learned about the sequence. When we said sequence, it is a set of numbers written in a specific order. A sub 1, A sub 2, A sub 3, A sub 4, A sub 5, A sub 6, and so on up to A sub n. So when we said finite sequence, it is a sequence with last term. And when we said infinite sequence, it is a sequence without last term. I hope this video will help you with your lesson. Thank you for watching. If you have questions or suggestions, feel free to comment below. Enjoy learning mathematics. God bless us all.